back to Your Sweetest Life with Stephanie J. I'm Stephanie J. I need some water. I've been gone for a minute, yes. I've been doing all the things, been out of the country, been sick, been living life, but we're back. Welcome back to Your Sweetest Life with Stephanie J. I'm a health and nutrition coach. I love sharing healthy recipes and meal planning tips to help you stay on track for longevity in life and for a healthier lifestyle. Because you know what? There's no such thing as diet. So no more diets is our theme. We are living healthy lives so we can live long and healthy lives, enjoy our lives, have less chronic illness, and yes, you deserve it. So today I'm going to be talking about batch cooking. This is something my husband and I have done for a very, very long time. So I love meal planning. I will make meals and recipes, but one of the things that makes it the easiest if you're new at meal planning and you're not really sure what to do is to try batch cooking. What is batch cooking? Well, batch cooking is cooking batches of protein, batches of vegetables, and sometimes even batches of carbs and making multiple meals. And well, you're asking probably, how do you do that? Right? How do you do that? Well, you choose proteins that you love. So you can have a variety of proteins. If you like seafood, have multiple different seafoods. You can have shrimp. You can have different types of fish, salmon. If you like chicken, you can use chicken breasts. You can use chicken thighs, boneless, skinless, or with skin and bone. You can use beef, lamb. There's a plethora. Now, if you're plant-based, you have beans, you have lentils, you have tofu, you have many options for protein. So when you are batch cooking, and I have my notes here, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at is my notes to make sure I don't miss anything. So if you could have 2 to 3 hours on a Sunday to prep your meals and be able to come home, have your meals ready, not have to think about what you're going to eat, and knowing that you're going to have healthy food, high protein, high nutrients, and you'll feel better, would you do it? Most people probably want the best thing for themselves. It's so easy nowadays to do DoorDash, to do Uber Eats, to grab food on the way home because there's so many unhealthy options. But when you start to add that up, number one, with your health, and number two, with your finances, you start to look at, like, I've talked to a lot of people recently who have started doing more meal prep, and I'm very grateful that they're checking out our website and learning more about meal planning and meal prep. And they find that, like, when you start to add up what you spend going out in a week, what you can do with that money, how you can save that money, and how much people are actually spending. And then as a healthcare professional, I do see a lot of illness, and knowing that food can be a curative tool for chronic illness. I've seen people go from having blood glucose A1Cs in the 12s to A1Cs in the 6, all from changing their lifestyle, increasing their activity, changing the food they eat. So I am very passionate about food. And so when you think about batch cooking, there's studies that show consistencies show people who eat at home cooked meals consume fewer calories, less sugar, and more vegetables than those who rely on restaurants and takeout. But beyond that, when you think about when you get home at 6 p.m., if you work like I do, Monday through Friday, and you have to start thinking about what you're going to eat, that's such a stressor. When you can come home and you have food already ready. When you're batch cooking, you're going to cook proteins, you're going to cook vegetables, and you're going to cook carbs. And you can find many different ways to mix those into different meals. One thing I love to do, one of the ways that I like to do that is if I'm going to cook ground beef, for instance, I will make ground beef and just season it. And then I'll make ground beef and I might do like sloppy joes. With my seasoned ground beef, I can always add in something. So I can put that with vegetables over rice and make maybe a sauce to go over that. Or you can use a low calorie barbecue sauce, or you can use different options as sauces. I love to create different sauces. I love doing different regions. So I love Asian sauces. I love trying Greek sauces. So you can mix things up like that. You will have a high protein meal and a high vegetable meal. The longevity advantage of batch cooking goes even deeper than just better food. It's about reducing your chronic stress. Just think if you come home in the evening and you don't have to think about what you're going to eat, how much less stress will you have? Hello? Yes, we're here to create a difference in this world while we're alive. And if you're sick and you're stressed and you have inflammation in your body, guess what? Your body's not going to work the way it should. So I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about batch cooking. One of the things that I like to do, that I do sometimes, but I don't do it always, is sheet pan. And I recently shared on our blog post and on our website a sheet pan chicken and vegetable meal. You'll get your nutrients with your vegetables. You'll get your protein with your chicken. You can add rice on the side of that, or potatoes are actually included in that bake. You have everything you need. You have carbs, fiber, vegetables, micronutrients, and protein all in one dish. And I'm sharing that in our new newsletter that will be out at the end of February. If you're on our mailing list, you already got it. If you're not on our mailing list, go to the website, www.yoursweetestlife.com. On the front page, you'll see it first page. You can sign up to join our newsletter, and you'll get that mailer. You'll get that every month. We have a recipe of the month, fitness tips, as well as healthy eating tips. So you'll get that in your inbox, and you'll have everything you need for the month to start off fresh. But our recipe for the month this month is a sheet pan meal. And that can be super helpful because it decreases the amount of time that you have to cook, the amount of tools you have to cook with. I mean, if you're putting everything on one pan, that's one dirty pan. You can store that for up to 3 to 4 days in your refrigerator, and you have those meals ready. So we're going to be talking more about meal prep next month, as well as fitness. I'm very excited. I'm going to be bringing a special guest on next month, either next month or the month after. I can't remember. But one of these 2 months, I'm bringing a special guest on to talk about fitness. But right now, I want you to focus on your health, your nutrition, and trying batch cooking. So grab your proteins. Get some ideas about things that you like, flavors you like. If you like an Asian flavor, then do it Asian seasoning. If you like Greek, if you like just salt and pepper and garlic powder, that even works. We'll do steak, we'll do a fish or shrimp, and we'll do a chicken. And we'll have those and be able to interchange those with our proteins and our vegetables throughout the week. Makes it quick and easy. So I am challenging you. Your challenge for the month of March is to try one meal of batch cooking. So even if you only do lunch and you cook chicken for lunch, try that. I want you to comment below and let me know if you've tried this, because that's our goal, is to make our lives easier, more efficient, and healthier so we can live long, healthy lives. So quick pop in here on YouTube to say, hey, I'm still here, and give you a couple tips on living healthier, longer, and stress-free for a healthier lifestyle with no dietings and a lifestyle of healthiness. That's a lot of words. I don't know. But you want to live no diet. We're not doing diets anymore. No, we're not having summer bodies. We're having year-round bodies. Starting this year, year-round bodies. We're doing healthy eating across the board, and we're living longer, healthier lives without dieting, but really thinking about our health. All right, you guys, I'm excited for what this 2026 is going to bring, and I hope this has been helpful. Comment below, like I said, what meal you're going to batch. If you're going to do lunch, comment below. I'm going to be batch cooking my lunch. I'm excited to see who's going to be batch cooking, and I'll be bringing you more healthy tips next month. Have a great day, have a great week, and keep reaching for your sweetest life.